Hello everyone and welcome back to New Cats on the Block. We do have quite a few new cats on our block as we are coming out with the first game after the off season in which we recruited. Didn't do very well recruiting, or at least, I don't know, you got to win a lot of games and do a lot season to season to impress a lot of like higher recruits to come here, and thankfully our team prestige isn't too low. So we were able to get some people, but we're really just relying on just the general first-year players of our team to kind of carry us here into year two with a few better prospects now that we have recruited. But we still have some holes, but we should be a slightly better team here as we enter into week one, or I guess game one, of our second season with the Wildcats hosting the South Carolina Gamecocks. A big SEC opponent, some Power 5 on Power 5 crime going down in Evanston, Illinois. So it should be a good game, as South Carolina's already won a game coming into this game. In real life, however, South Carolina would be going through kind of the dog days of the Lou Holtz era, where he'd have three kind of disappointing seasons in a row after a couple bowl victories in the early 2000s that would see him lose his jab. But this is just a video game, so he's still kicking so far. South Carolina, I mean, sky's the limit here with them. But we saw some people graduate. As you see, we're getting the highlight here with number 33, but I think number 18 is still, the marquee guy. But we're still getting, unless he graduated. It's been a while since I recorded the offseason, so. But we got some new people, and more importantly, it means we have names. We finally have some names here, so generated names don't really come in until, I think, 05 is the first year you can just go in to the settings, like to the roster settings, and just auto-generate a bunch of random names, just off-rip, get rid of all the number stuff. But in these older games, you can't do that. You just have to wait for recruiting to change all that. So we have a few different names now, but a lot of numbers, I guess, not necessarily names or faces, but a lot of numbers are still going to be pretty familiar, like number 33. He did get a couple touches last year, but he's our starting man now. And we still have, of course, number 14, our quarterback, who's going to lay up a dot to number 9, another returning face across the middle. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to be relying a lot on our first-year talent to kind of carry us here moving into the rest of, I guess, this first contract that we have with the Wildcats. As we float that one out to number 2, who hauls that one in a contested catch, but he makes a beautiful catch, and our offense is now moving. So it'll be interesting to see how we improve, if at all. I do have a plan with the series moving forward, which I will divulge at the very end of the video. I think I hinted at it in the offseason too. Just a different sort of approach to the series that's going to help us get it done a little bit quicker here as we throw our first pick, probably of many for the rest of the year, and South Carolina has this one going the other way. There is no one in front of that linebacker, and he's going to high step to the end zone and take a touchdown, the first touchdown, I guess, of our season on our own grass, is going to go to South Carolina on a defensive touchdown. I guess I did not see that linebacker. He was sitting there plotting on it. Maybe I just was trying to force it out. I don't know. But regardless, we're looking at a 7-0 deficit already early on. We lost a lot of very winnable games last year, so the big thing moving forward with this year, at the very least, is we really have to overcome that as we get some open space here on the left side as we redirect on the kickoff and get pushed out of bounds. A beautiful pickup, though, by our running back. I don't shy away from using our starters as kick returners, too. If they got the speed, then we'll go for it. As number 14 has all freaking day to throw, and he finds number 5 on the complete opposite side of the field, who hauls that one in and has a first down. So, off to a good start yet again, but we were off to a good start just a second ago, and it didn't seem to matter. So, 1st and 10 from about midfield now for the Wildcats. Number 14 is going to flip it out to McGee, one of our new tight ends, I believe, who hauls it in but doesn't go very far. As you see the Gamecock defenders congratulating themselves on another solid defensive play. So 2nd and 8 now at about the Gamecock 49. We're going to drop back, and we got a lot of time here to throw. We throw a very contested throw, but number 2's got the hands to haul that one in. So we get ourselves another first down. So these contested throws were really they ran the gambit last year, and we really paid for it. But we're going to come out in the old tee here, line up in the tee here like it's 1942 and try and get some yards on the ground, but we're not very successful. And you want to talk about successful run game, that was one of our biggest kryptonites last year, was running the football effectively, and we never figured out how to do it very well. So maybe this year we'll get something done. And I keep dropping further and further back and finally get rid of the football, and number 2 has to come back to get it. And he does get it, but his knees are down, so that is where he will lie. So we have a 3rd and short situation. We're going to go through the air again because I do not trust the run game, and it pays off as we flip it out to McGee, who just gets enough for the first down before he gets spun out at about the 20-yard line. So we are knocking on South Carolina's door now. Maybe we can cut the deficit back to nothing as we go with running back number 26, who gets caught up at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't caught up in any tackles. He just kind of ran straight forward, and it's kind of glitchy when you get caught up in like 6 different blocks. But we'll go on the ground game to him again, see if he can pick up the rest of the first down, and he gets stuffed by the big South Carolina defender. So we might have to float this one through the air if we want to add some points as the first quarter is drawing to a close. Number 14 drops back and has all day to throw, and he has an open man. I think that was McGee again for the 3rd or 4th time today, but that pass is just errant and flies out of bounds. So we're going to bring out number 15, our returning kicker, and see if we can knock home a field goal, which again wasn't one of our strong suits, but we just sneaked that one past the left upright. I think if we were maybe back another 2 or 3 yards, that one would have sailed left. So yeah, kicking is really difficult. I'm going to blame it again. I think I've already said this before, but I think there's input delay on my capture device, okay? I think there is, so if I miss it, I mean, you can't blame me, okay? You really can't. It's the game's fault, not mine, and that's what a mature adult does. As the first quarter comes to a close off that South Carolina run play, and the lead for the Gamecocks sits firmly at 4, with South Carolina now heading the other way to start off the second quarter here out in a interesting Y formation. I think I've tried using South Carolina's playbook before, or I might have used it, I think, in this game even, so I know what they're calling. I got the plays, coach. I know what they're running. But still, I could not stop that play as South Carolina picks up another first down. But they're going to try and go with the ground game again, and there is absolutely nowhere to go as our pretty dominant front portion of the defense there, our D-line, our linebacking core is pretty strong. We really do silence the run game here, and I'm proud of that. But one thing we did not plan for is a running quarterback, as South Carolina's quarterback is going to take it himself and run right up the gut. This is one of those guys, too, in these games that has a very, very specific look to him. So maybe if you have a bit better NCAA knowledge than I do, you know exactly who that quarterback is, but I am unaware, so he might be someone famous, or maybe he had a stint in the league. I don't know. It doesn't matter because he found an open man who shakes off some tackles, and if he didn't fall out of bounds there, he probably would have went the entire distance to pay dirt again, but fortunately, we stuffed that play here, so South Carolina's going to go with the ground game again, and they're not going anywhere. So as long as we can limit the yards on the ground here, stop their quarterback from running, then we might force them to have to throw this football. And, our secondary is not too shabby either. So as I say that, of course, they all get mossed. And, dude, we got the dudes in position. They're not getting there. It's just floating right over their heads, man. I don't know. South Carolina's got the game plan. Maybe they know what we're calling to. They know we have the playbook. So, but a nice first down for the Gamecock offense, again, as they are moving this football forward with relative ease. So it's 1st and 10 now. They got well over 3 minutes here to work in the first half. They're going to go with the ground game again, and the running back gets stuffed up and covered there. Maybe if he threw in a spin move, he might have broke free, and he had no one else back there. But we had a couple Wildcats there. I would have been mad if we didn't stop that play. So a 2nd and 9 now for the Gamecock offense. Come on out in the offset eye. Quarterback number 5 is going to hand it off yet again, and there is no room to run at the line of scrimmage. You keep hammering right up the middle, and you're not going nowhere. So 3rd and 9 now. South Carolina's going to have to pull something out of that playbook, out of that magic hat, if they want to get some points here, and that is not how you do it, as a pick is heading the other way, and our linebacker does not have the speed. I think I tried to go for a boost button, but I ended up just spinning into a defender. Didn't matter. They probably would have caught up to us anyway, but we get a huge interception here to make up for the one that we threw earlier in the game. Fortunately, though, South Carolina's was a pick 6, and ours just gets us back to about the 35-yard line, so we will take what we can get. A defensive stop is a defensive stop. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcat offense heading the other way. And there was some room there on the right side if I could have got around the edge there, but couldn't move fast enough. 33, I guess, just didn't have that boost. So That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 in the I formation yet again. Number 14 is going to drop back. He's got some time, finds McGee across the middle, and gets brought down. So we keep hitting McGee, man. Look at that completion percentage. You know, we're 80%, but I mean, only 80 yards, so we're not really moving the ball here. So 3rd and 9 now. Again, we're dropping way back. Floater across the middle, and that one is read very well by the safety there. I think that was for South Carolina as he jumps on that route and blocks someone. But, I mean, there were several Gamecocks there. I would have been dumbfounded if it actually got to somebody. So South Carolina is going to try and run a little bit of a 2-minute drill here, and he floats that one out deep. But Harrington, one of our new recruits, made a great play on that ball. So we're seeing some good defensive play out of both secondaries here. You love to see it. Their quarterback tries essentially the same thing, I guess. But Harrington's all over that again. That time it was nearly intercepted. So South Carolina lobs up 2 very dangerous throws. Now it's 3rd and 10 here. They don't want to get the ball back and give us time to potentially add some points, but it looks like that's what they're fixing to do, as their quarterback takes all this time to think about it. We send the kitchen sink, and he threw it to 2 wide open guys who I guess were just, I don't know, man. They were just playing with themselves. I have no idea, but they were staring each other in the face and could not make a play on the ball. So we do get the ball back with a chance to potentially add some points here. We got a minute left. We're going to blow a timeout there as we find number 2 on the right side of the field. Brought down an open field. And now we got some time here to work, some room to operate, but we got to move fast here. So we're at South Carolina's 45-yard line. We're going to drop back. We got all day to throw. We make a great decision to number 2 yet again. I mean, dude, McGee and number 2, those are the guys right now. We are just, the chemistry is there right now. So 1st and 10 now again. We are moving closer to the red zone, and we find number 9 wide open. He's got a step on his defenders, and he's got the speed to burst upfield and get us another touchdown, or our first touchdown of the season, actually. I was getting ahead of myself. That was our first touchdown of the season. It comes late in the first half. The offensive woes continue, I guess. You'd hope to see a little bit more points, especially against an opponent like this. But, hey, we'll take it because that does give us the lead here heading into the locker room. Granted, we can stop South Carolina with the 40 seconds and change that they have. So a 3-point lead is good enough for me, I guess, so far. I'm seeing things that I like here. Number 2 is really coming in clutch here. Our new tight end, McGee, has been really great for us, too, and I'm seeing great stuff out of our defense. So things are looking up, fellas, as it's 1st and 10 now for the Gamecocks. They got the whole length of the field to go in 30 seconds. A bad play selection there as they check it down right in front here and have to blow a timeout. So 33 seconds, 2nd and 5. What is South Carolina going to do here to try and, I guess, even this game up? They're going to keep it on the ground for some reason. It's working out as he separates some blocks and parts the seas and finds some room, but he doesn't have the speed or the opening to really make anything out of that. So with 30 seconds, South Carolina's going to try and go through the air again, and our linebacker makes a jump on the ball. It was still playable. The receiver still could have got it, but thankfully it falls safely to the ground. So 2nd and 10 now. There's 24 seconds left for the Gamecocks. They're in shotgun formation. We got to expect the deep ball as he floats it out left, and dude, he had it. If 86 hauled that in, there was no one there. The only thing that would have stopped him was his speed or the lack thereof, and I don't know if we would have caught up to him. So 20 seconds left for the South Carolina offense to do something, and their quarterback hangs on too long. He gets gobbled up, and he coughs that one up in the process. I don't know if that was a sack. I mean, it looks like he might have attempted to throw it, but thankfully that just doesn't go anywhere, and South Carolina's drive is dead on arrival. So the clock will hit 0-0s in the first half, and we will mitigate any kind of damage. So another snooze fest courtesy of the Big Ten, but that's just the kind of football we play out here. We're limiting teams that are capable of scoring 30 to 40 points to 7.5. So, but I'm okay with that because our defense is really coming up big, man. I'm proud of what they did at that last drive. So, but South Carolina's going to start off the second half with the ball again, so they got to come out and do exactly what they just did, as South Carolina's going to go with the ground game again, and it's still just not working for them. Maybe they're seeing enough to keep trying it. Maybe they're seeing something I'm not seeing, but regardless, I'm not seeing it. So 2nd and 5, South Carolina's going to go shotgun formation and send a man in motion. What are they going to do? Do they think they see something down deep? We'll find out, as their quarterback takes all day to snap the ball, and they find number 19 across the middle, who's got a step here to go upfield, turn upfield. And there's a few Wildcats in the vicinity who were able to make that tackle, but could have been dangerous there. I can tell they got some speed on this team, man, as this time they try to go with the fullback to throw us off, and they pretty much do, as that fullback picks up probably about 7 or 8 yards on that carry and just about gets them another first down. So 2nd and short here is the Gamecocks inch closer and closer to midfield. They come out in that T formation, expect to run, but they're not running the ball, and they try and float this one out. And, ooh, that one was pretty dangerous. A little handsy there. Did you guys see that? I think Harrington was a little early on that one, but hey, there's no hanky on the field, so we will take that. So third and short situation. Can we get the Gamecocks off the field? The quarterback takes all day to throw, and he has to get rid of that one in a hurry as the pressure gobbles him up, and that one just falls to the grass again. So we will get the ball now heading the other way, and the blocks aren't there. The blocks are not there. We pitch it out to number 33, and the blocks absolutely vanish as the Gamecocks have that run play very well covered. So second and very long now for this Wildcat offense as the quarterback's going to drop out, look for his options. The pressure's in his face, but it doesn't matter because number 2's got the hands of a god. We got Jerry Rice incarnate on this team as he makes a humongous reception for this offense yet again. He is bailing us out time and time again. We're going to go with the pitch, and South Carolina's got that one super covered, but we try and redirect here and go up the middle, and there's still not much doing. And you see -4 yards on the day. I mean, just why are we still running the ball? Why? I mean, I know we got to diversify, but why are we still running the ball? Come on now. On the very next play, we find McGee again, who's right in front of the line of scrimmage, but after that tackle, he may have well just been a run play up the middle, I guess. Just a draw right up the middle, as we don't go very far at all on that play. So another third and long situation for the Wildcats. We're going to drop back now and look over, and we float this one across the middle, and that one gets batted around right into the middle linebacker's hands. A very unfortunate bounce there. It was right in our receiver's hands, but he was in some coverage, very clear coverage, and he was not able to hold on to that as the linebacker comes down with it. So the second interception on the season for number 14, I don't think was truly his fault, as South Carolina's quarterback nearly throws up interception of his own. He says, hey, anything you can do, I can do better, including terrible decisions. So, but fortunately, South Carolina gets to keep that one, and they're going to go with the ground game again to try and keep the ball out of the air. But we have that one all rightly covered. So it's a third and short situation, or I guess third and 6, third and long here. South Carolina's going to come up with something here to keep their drive alive. The pressure gets to him, but he gets rid of the ball to tight end number 80, and we have Johnson, one of our new recruits, who's all over that play, but he misses. He tries to go for the interception and misses it, so their tight end was able to turn upfield and get the first down. So South Carolina's going to continue moving here. They're still well deep in their own territory. They got to do something, and the quarterback's going to keep it, and the seas part for him. The blocks, they vanish, and he gets brought forward, about a 9-yard gain, man. And you see he's got 500 yards throughout his career. I'm guessing he's a junior or senior probably in this season here that we're in. But, yeah, 500 yards. Hey, nothing to scoff at, I guess. The pressure gets to him, but he barely floats it out. Number 82 is completely all alone as we were playing some soft zone there. Probably should have manned up on that one, but it's all right. We give up another first down for the Gamecock offense. So first and 10 situation, number 5 is going to drop back, and he's going to keep this one by himself again. He really does not have the speed, man. And if you watch the sims for these games, like, the quarterbacks keep it all the freaking time, and it never makes sense because you got quarterbacks with like 48 speed trying to run, and this is a prime example of that as South Carolina goes to the option, and it just doesn't go anywhere because there's no speed out of that backfield. I don't know what they think they're doing, but they had some momentum building on this drive, and they closed the third quarter, I guess losing some of it here as their offense is failing to get going. So hold your fours up because we got another close game here heading into the fourth quarter. I feel like all we play in this series are close games as we're holding South Carolina to a 3-point lead here as it's third and very long at about the 35-yard line of South Carolina. And somehow that pass makes it through all the defenders. Number 17 had his hands right there, perfectly placed. He was ready to make a play on the ball and somehow does not get to it. That is unfortunate, and that sucks. So South Carolina gets a new lease on life as now the running back's got some open room, and he gets another first down and is brought down just inside the red zone. So we had a drive completely dead to rights about 2 plays ago, and now South Carolina is looking to maybe erase the deficit here and potentially take a lead as number 5 finds Falk again, who gets brought down just inside the 10. So we got to do something here, boys. We got to get something together because we are struggling. Our defense is falling apart. It is second and inches. What is South Carolina going to do? We send the kitchen sink to try and stop him, and the kitchen sink gets to him as we bring down number 5 finally. We've been threatening all day. We got into him a couple times, and we finally get the big sack here. So third and short now. We have the Gamecocks stuck to another third down. Can we stop him? And he's going to run right up the middle, but I think our linebacker corrected on that play and was able to make the tackle, bring him down just short. So South Carolina's going to bring the field goal unit here and try and tie this game up, and he does. I hate that angle. Do you see that terrible angle for field goal kicks? I can't even see where the ball went. I just have to trust it goes through. I have to trust the game. But South Carolina does nail it through. So we got a tie ball game here with 3 minutes and some change. This is the perfect situation for the Wildcat offense as number 33 gets a spin move, throws the man out of his shoes, still doesn't get very far. I think he only got a couple of yards on there as he's down to -1 yards. But hey, it looked cool, man. It looked pretty freaking cool. So 2nd and 7 now. We're going to try and go through the air. We're going to float this one out to number 1. First time we're calling his number today, and he gets brought down just after the marker here. So another first down here for the Wildcats. We got to burn a lot of clock here. We cannot leave a lot of time on the clock because you've seen our defense in these short minute drills. They fold, man. They fold every time. Don't forget Indiana. Don't forget Wisconsin, man. It is a problem that we have. So we have to burn up as much time as possible as that pressure almost gets to us. And thankfully, that defender was focused on batting the ball down and not picking it off because that was directly to him. So another 3rd down now for the Wildcats. We got to get something here. We have to have it. We have to freaking have it. And we float across the middle. Number 9's completely wide open all by himself. There were a couple defenders in the vicinity, but he was all alone on that island, and we dotted that one up perfectly. And now we have a new lease on life on this drive here and a potential to take the lead. We might have some freedom here to start burning some time, see if we can run it up a bit, kill some timeouts maybe for South Carolina. We got to play smart here. This is where a coaching battle takes place, boys and squirrels. So 1st and 10, we're going to pitch it out now to 33, who's got the blocks. He's got him. He's got the outside edge, and he gets pushed just inside the marker. So we have another first down. We have not been able to run the ball efficiently all freaking day, but we just got a first down that was crucial. So with 1:45 left to go, we're going to start trying to pound this one up the middle here and burn some time off of this clock, man. We just got to play keep away. We are well under 2 minutes. As we get down close to the minute mark now, we're going to try and float this one across the middle here because we still need a first down, and that one was dangerous, man. Almost threw another pick, our 3rd pick on the day. So we have to be smart with the ball as it's 3rd down now. We found ourselves in a good spot, but now we're struggling. We float this one out to number 1, who gets brought back behind the line to make the catch, but they're still going to give it to us based on the spot. So we got another first down here with a minute left, and we're going to try and kill off the rest of this game clock here to stop the Gamecocks from potentially getting a turn with the ball. We're going to try and burn as much time as possible. All we need to do is kick a field goal, which isn't automatic. So I think I'm trying to play this one pretty safe here, trying to center this one up a bit, but I'm trying to play this one safe because I'll try and go for the field goal here, the walk-off field goal, and if we don't get it, because, I struggle with kicking, if we don't get it, then the worst-case scenario is the game is tied, and we just have to go to overtime and win the game. So we got it right here now inside the 10. It's 4th and 6. There's only 19 seconds left. I burned off as much time as I physically could, and we're going to try and knock this one through directly straight down the middle. A chip shot. We get a beautiful kick. It sails up, and it sails through as we get to the 13-10 lead now. Just 17 seconds. Now, 17 seconds is more than enough time for South Carolina to score. All it takes is 1 or 2 plays. But can they do it? We burned some time out, so can they do it? 1st and 10 now for the Gamecocks. They got the entire length of the field to go. We got a good kickoff here. So what are they going to do? They're going to float it up in quadruple coverage. Jeez. I mean, 9 of 19, and you see why. Jeez Louise. Floats that one out in dangerous territory, so 12 seconds left. What can South Carolina do? 2nd and 10. They have to move the ball. Can they move the ball? They need something. They got to get something, anything. And number 5 just about makes a throw on the run. He makes another contested throw, and Falk had it for a second. It was in his hands, but we had more than enough guys there to knock it out. So, fortunately, that one does not go anywhere. So, it's 3rd and 10 now, 7 seconds. This is essentially the last hoorah for the Gamecock offense. Number 5 has one last chance to play hero as he takes a high snap. All of his men are back. We're not getting any pressure on him, and that one is thrown directly at our defender, and the receiver has it, and it's in field goal range, but the clock is at 000, ladies and gentlemen. So you can celebrate all you want, number 89, because this game is freaking over. Game 1 of year 2 is over. We take a 13-10 lead and win the freaking game. Man, that is a coaching duel for ages. Lou Holtz, hang your head in shame, because we are the freaking team, okay? We got that dog in us in year 2. I should not be celebrating on this victory because we played horrendously. And South Carolina played even worse. But, hey, last year the whole name of the game was losing close games. And so this year we start off with winning one of those games, so I am happy about it. We ended up finishing with 22 rushing yards and 232 passing yards. We were 50% on 3rd down, which is not great, of course, at all. We were 100% in the red zone, which is great, and we held South Carolina to just 50% in the red zone. So I'm happy about that because really got to see some improvement here from the boys. And I think holding South Carolina to 10 points and being able to etch out the win here is very important. I think that's a improvement, a small one, but an improvement. Number 14 goes 16 for 22, 232 yards, a tutty, and 2 picks. But again, I think that second pick really wasn't his fault. I know that's not a stat; it should be, but it's not a stat. But I'm not gonna hamper on him for that. He threw more than enough picks last year. I think he probably set a school record with picks here. Number 2 is the name of the game with the receiving game, 126 yards. The next closest is number 9 with 64, who also had the touchdown. So. And there you see our blocking breakdown. Here's how our defense stacked up. We got a couple sacks on the day, a couple TFLs. Like to see that. We didn't get to the quarterback a whole lot last year. Didn't make a whole lot of tackles in the backfield. So it's nice to see, things are going to start changing for us. As you see all these names now. So a lot of the guys we recruited, man, they're going to get starts. They're going to get starts. And also our kicker was 100%, man. That hasn't happened a lot for us. So I'm happy that I was able to knock down 2 field goals to win that game, man. We would have lost completely off of missed field goals. But anyway, what we're going to do now moving forward is I'm going to sim the rest of these seasons and kind of do this like a GM mode, and we're going to see if we can't improve the Wildcats over a 20-year period. So be back as we do that and cover the next few seasons as well as the rest of this one.